from Caldercolt Primary School at P5 in Glasgow, Michael. We're enjoying reading your book, This Morning I Met a Whale. What inspired you to write it, and are you going, this is good, are you going to write any more interesting books?
What's the name of that horrible child?
Strangely Anonymous.
Strangely Anonymous. I don't know if the books will be interesting. I will try to make them interesting. This Morning I Met a Whale came from really something which truly happened. In fact, I think it happened almost again in Glasgow not long ago. In London, about 5 years ago, they saw a whale swim up the Thames. I don't know if any of you remember this. Didn't one happen in Glasgow or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, what happens, the truth is that very often they become disorientated out at sea and they just find their way into the channel. They swim up these rivers and very often they die. But my story is about a boy who comes across this whale and wants to save it. He loves this whale, and it turns out the whale has come to give him a message about what's happening in the oceans out there. But it was all inspired, really, by this whale that swam up the Thames 5 years ago, and there was a huge kerfuffle. For 2 days, they tried to save it. In the end, they put it back on a boat and tried to take it back out to sea, and it died on the way, sadly. You'll have to read my story to find out if that's what happens. But that was what inspired it, a true story. Almost all my books are inspired by something that really, really happened.
Thank you very much. I think we've got time for maybe one final question from Connell in Argyll, P67, Loughnell Primary School, from Louise. So it's not a cheeky question. It's quite a nice question. It's time for you to blow your own trumpet like an elephant. What would you consider your greatest achievement? Not my books. Really?
I hope. I don't know, my grandchildren or something like that, I would say. They're the ones that sort of go on after you've gone. I would like to think there are 1 or 2 books that I've written which, if you read them, stay in your head, and that you, later on, when you got your own kids, you might say, well, I read this book, can't remember the name of the silly man who wrote it, but it was good, and it was about a horse or an elephant, and go and get it from the library. I would like that. That would be an achievement, I suppose. But I would say my grandchildren, really.